Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. Patch 7.1 release date is just 4 short weeks away, meaning that there's limited time left to get this patch content ready. This week, patch 7.1 has gotten yet another in development build over on the PTR, which features even more character customization additions, even more raid testing scheduled for later this week, and of course even more class changes, featuring new spec-specific adjustments, further tier set improvements, and even more PvP updates. In today's video, I want to go over all of the newest changes planned for our classes in this most recent PTR build. But right before we dive into these changes, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future Dragonflight builds. Devastation Evokers are set to receive a small revamp to their talent tree. This means moving certain nodes into easier to reach spaces, improving the cost of expensive talents while refining the overall flow of this powerful playstyle. First, you will notice that the capstone portion of the talent tree has been changed. The leftmost side of the talent tree plays heavily into the red Dragonflight aspects of the Devastation, emphasizing fire damage and explosive nature of random damage procs. The left-hand side deals with the blue Dragonflight magic, predictable resource generation, and a more controlled gameplay elements. The talent of Burnout has been moved to a much easier to reach position. Imminent Destruction empowers the Evoker after casting Deep Breath, reducing the cost of essence spenders, which can greatly empower single target or AoE burst value. Imminent Destruction can be paired together with the new Feed the Flames, which causes pyres to explode into firestorms. Raging Inferno can further amplify this fiery interaction, creating much greater AoE value. Font of Magic enhances empowerment spells, increasing their empowerment level and decreasing cast time. Ever-Burning Flame now sits in a separate node, bolstering your Fire Breath gameplay. Over on the blue side, we get a new talent choice node between Eye of Infinity, which empowers Eternity Surge focus damage, or Event Horizon, which reduces its cooldown by a few seconds. Hoarded Power now leads into Scintillation, which now only costs 1 talent point, while Power Swell leads into Iridescence. The center capstone blends the two Dragonflight magics together, with Titanic Wrath empowering spells enhanced by Essence Burst, which leads into the new version of Causality. Essence Spenders reduce the cooldown of empowerment spells more consistently. Disintegrate can shave off half a second each time it deals damage, while Pyre reduces their cooldown by 0.4 seconds for every target hit, up to 2 seconds maximum. Next, we have the class of Hunter. First, reviving your pet will now have a shorter cast time. The ability itself can also no longer be interrupted, which is a nice quality of life increase for PvE content like dungeons and raids, but a substantial buff when it comes to PvP. Survival Hunter's current tier set bonus is overperforming a little bit too well in the patch 10.01, and some of that tier set's power is being redirected back into the spec of Survival to make the new tier set bonus a little bit more appealing, resulting in Survival and their pets receiving an 8% damage increase. In fact, a handful of other tier sets are also receiving a similar treatment, mainly for the spec of Frost Death Knight as well as the Havoc Demon Hunter. The class of Priest is gaining new class and tier set changes, starting with the Discipline Healing spec. Their set bonus has been adjusted to work better in group content. The new bonus is a lot more versatile and can now better support a large variety of group sizes, be it 30-man raiding, 5-man dungeon parties, or small-size arena teams. The 2 set increases the healing of Power Word Radiance, while the 4 set transforms Radiance into an instant cast that costs 100% less mana. Shadow Priest has also gained a few changes. The damage of the tentacles summoned from Idol of Cthulhu have been reduced by 30%, but the impact of Shadow Word Death saw a slight increase. The talent of Distorted Reality has also been bolstered, increasing the damage of Devouring Plague by 20%, while extending its duration, which allows priests to better maximize their mastery when all 3 of their main dots are active on a target. Warriors have also received new changes this week, where certain arms warrior talents have recently been improved. Fatal Mark now lasts for 3 minutes, which is helpful in certain raid boss encounters. Bloodletting has gained an additional effect. Using Mortal Strike against a critically wounded target will also rend them for free if rend is talented into, improving your execute rotation. The Arms Warrior Force bonus has been redesigned. When you bleed of deep wound crits, it has a chance of empowering your next Mortal Strike, increasing its damage by 10% and causing it to send out a shockwave in front of you. This effect can stack up to 3 times. And so far, this version of the Arms Warrior tier set plays a lot more smoother than the original Slam focused gameplay. The Fury Warrior tier set has also been redesigned. Rampage increases the critical strike chance of your next Bloodthirst by 10%, increases its damage by 25%, and causes it to generate additional rage. This effect can now stack up to 10 times, resulting in Fury likely prioritizing a Bloodthirst Barbarian focused playstyle in the patch 10.1. The Shaman talent of Deeply Rooted Elements has been made more consistent for all of the 3 playstyles. Previously, this talent has been subject to the classic case of Feast or Famine, meaning that sometimes you could be feasting, where the talent would proc multiple times in a row, usually in a quick succession, leading to incredible damage and healing output. But it also has phases of famine, usually for long extended periods of time, leading to an overall performance loss due to the inconsistent nature of this RNG talented effect. Destruction Warlock tier set has also been adjusted. Whenever your fire spells proc a Demon Fire Bolt, your fire damage is increased by up to 8%, though the duration of this buff cannot be refreshed. But when using Channel Demon Fire, this effect is reset automatically to make sure you get the most benefits from its fiery increase. Finally, we have the class of Druid, where Restoration's Wild Growth drop-off effect now loses less of value, though the base healing of Wild Growth has been reduced slightly in order to compensate. This update also features new Guardian Druid bear combat animations, if you have access to the Werebear customization options. Next, this PTR update features even more PvP specific changes, which includes class improvements, PvP talent changes, as well as new additions. First, we have the class of Druid, where the Master Shapeshifter talent has been redesigned. Master Shapeshifter enhances your Druid's hybrid capabilities, increasing your effectiveness when outside of your primary form. This update has added resource generation associated with each hybrid form. Balanced Druids now generate astral power whenever they use Iron Fur in bear form, cast Rejuvenation and Swiftment in caster form, or use Rip, Maim, or Bite inside of cat form. You get a similar interaction as a Restoration Druid, where using certain hybrid abilities regenerates your mana, and for Guardian Druids, using hybrid spells regenerates Rage. Holy Paladin's Aura Mastery has been doubled in effectiveness, becoming a much more powerful group by defensive within PvP. Shaman's recently added PvP talent of Burrow has been bolstered. With Burrow, Shamans bury underground, and after a short time, they unleash an Earth Spike upon their location. That Earth Spike damage has recently been increased by 200%. Elemental Shaman's Volcanic Surge talent has also been adjusted. Volcanic Surge procs can now only be consumed by lightning spells, and with this talent, both Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt gain 25% additional damage. Volcanic Surge can no longer be consumed by Lava Burst, but it will still increase the ability's damage by 45% instead. Warlocks are gaining a new PvP talent of Soul Rip. For 2 soul shards, you can fracture the souls of 3 nearby enemy targets, reducing their damage and healing taken by 25% for 8 seconds, though enemies can retrieve their souls back to remove this effect. Soul Rip has a 1-minute cooldown and allows Warlocks a debuff to their targets, reducing either their effective damage or making them more vulnerable. Protection Warrior's Shield Bash has been redesigned. When the enemy is caught casting near you, you can Shield Slam them to reduce their damage done, while also instantly resetting the cooldown of Shield Slam, which can lead to an anti-caster punishing Prot Warrior gameplay. And that's going to be the full list of class changes available for testing this week over on the PTR realms. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.